Hey everyone, okay, so today, oh it's messy. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to get a beautiful, lifted, sculpted, flushed cheek. So let's make a start. So first thing I need to do is even out my skin tone. So I'm going to be taking NARS Sheer Glow and just dotting a little bit of it onto my skin, and then we'll just blend it in. So just evening it out a little bit. It's amazing what just a touch of foundation can do to the skin. We're so used to seeing a lot of it applied, but sometimes just a little is really all that we need to make things beautiful. So we'll powder at the end. So the next thing we're going to do is take a blusher. Now you can use a cream, a powder or a liquid, but creams or liquids work best. I'm going to take this one by Mario, and this is just peachy, and this is almost like a balm. So let's give it a go. I'm also going to be using my number 4 white gold brush, and I'm going to get some product onto the bristle and then just kind of tap it on the back of my hand, just so I can get a sense of how much pigment this product has. So I'm going to take my thumb and put it at the base of my nostril and then tilt it up and cup it. So I've got this kind of arc here, and then starting here, I'm going to start to do it, following it almost to the tip of the thumb. And this is going to give me that kind of lifted cheek, just like this. And then you just move your thumb away and you'll be left with this kind of arc effect. So then what I'm going to do is just knock off anything that's on the back of the brush. And I'm going to very gently just follow this by blending it out. I don't want to remove it completely because we're going to emphasize this kind of curve in a second, but you just want to blend the edges. And I'll just do one side so you can kind of see, hopefully, the lift. And I'm just going to use my fingers just to tap the edges. So we're bringing it up and around, it's coming right the way up. So the next thing we're going to do is take a loose powder. I'm going to use this one here, which is a translucent one by Huda Beauty. And I'm now going to follow the arc that I've just created. So I'm moving it around in this curve. And we're going to leave this here for a few minutes. Now when I say a few minutes, it doesn't have to be a few minutes. You can get on with the rest of your makeup, whatever you like, but allow it to at least bake for 30 seconds. So the next thing that we're going to do is get a fan brush. I'm going to be using my number 6 brush from White Gold. And you're now going to sweep all this excess away. Okay, so now we've got this really subtle flush cheek. And what happens is where we baked, just under here, it gives a subtle lift to the skin, but what it also does is it mattifies the bottom part of that cream blusher. So we've now got the dewiness more at the top than at the bottom. So you're going to get a much more beautiful look, particularly in photographs and generally in real life, because the shine comes through on the upper part, not the lower part. I'm just going to take a little bit of that loose powder, sweep it onto my fan brush. That's way too much. And I'm just going to take away some of the excess shine. And there you have it, a lifted flush cheek. Now you can reinforce this with a powder blusher as well, and that would reinforce the colour and give it a much stronger look. But I'm really trying to emphasize the more flushed, natural, lifted look. And remember, if you don't want to curve it, which gives this kind of sun-kissed effect, you don't have to curve it. You can always just move it more in a diagonal. I'm sorry, I got my finger wrong. You can almost move it in a diagonal to give a more lifted look, but I think this looks a little bit more natural than that kind of angle effect. But there you go. Simple, sweet, pretty, like me. See you next time. Bye-bye.